up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby. And what's up, Sussex Squad? Y'all, there is turmoil in the palace, and everybody's talking about it. And you know we are here too. Y'all, do you know that the ish show that is Kensington Palace communications team think they have figured out the perfect excuse for why nobody really knows where Kate is? They have figured out the perfect excuse about that Benny Hill ish show, Monty Python, that's happening. Do you know that they think it's a good idea to send their minions out and let us know that King Charles is faking having the big C? Here's the clip in case you guys haven't been on Twitter. Y'all, listen to this mess. Also, I'll be going live later on today. I had so much fun in the Royal Live. We're going to do another one. Okay, let's go.
He had him last
public eye for so long. I think what Charles did was a great thing with the prostate.
Well, he didn't tell us what. No, but hang on, he didn't tell us what cancer he had.
No, he did. Well, he didn't. He doesn't have cancer. But what he had was he was having a prostate procedure.
Yeah, his cancer.
He let it be known. I don't know if it is.
No, he had an enlarged prostate.
Prostate.
He had a prostate test.
Yes.
The prostate was fine.
Yes.
But he was diagnosed with cancer of another part.
Well, what?
Okay, so we don't know what part that.
I can't say what it is but I know. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I do. But the thing is that what he did is.
Y'all, let's get into this, because one thing I will say is William and Kate will never win. Unlike Charles, who is a hard worker and has conniving Camilla right next to him. Say what you want, but they are the evil power duo. They turn around, high five, and then they get to ruining people's lives. William and Kate are lazy and on top. Well, Kate, we can't even say where she is. Kate is somewhere, hopefully on planet Earth, right? Breathing. But William and Kate are literally work shy, and which I think is English for lazy. But on top of that, their communication team, I swear to God, I feel like we're going to take a secret tour into the Kensington Palace communication team, and it's going to be a bunch of hamsters with glasses running around, but not the hamsters that can talk, the ones that are just really running around and just like beep, beep, beep. And there's like dogs and cats just randomly beep, 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 touching stuff. Who told them it was a good idea to send people out to say that King Charles is faking having cancer? Faking having cancer. Because y'all, now to which one I've heard that, I said, well, that would explain why Harry got there, looked at Charles for 20 minutes and then headed back home. But all joking aside, right? This is why Kate and William are so stupid. How are you going to prove it? How are you going to prove it? When someone says they have a life-threatening disease, you just have to accept it at word. I'm sorry. If they are making it up, kudos to you. Checkmate. The truth will always come out. But at the end of the day, you cannot not prove that somebody has cancer. Like, it's insane to me that they're even trying. You have to you idiot. How are you going to prove this? Do you know the social ick, the collective fury, anger, rage? First of all, cancer is a serious disease, okay? It is a genetic disease of sorts, not passed down in blood, but it affects you on a cellular level. And King Charles is raising awareness, about genetic diseases, such as what happens when you're allowed to marry your cousins. Okay, fine. I'll be serious, but all jokes aside, right? Cancer is a very sick, disgusting, vile disease. There are so many people that have been affected either directly or have their loved ones taken away from them too soon, too quickly, too early. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all these things. So you're dealing with people that have actually been touched in some way or other by cancer. You're also dealing with people that would have empathy for anyone going through an illness. It's like King Charles is the devil to me, but I'm not going to, dunk on him while he's going to chemo treatments, right? But also, you idiots at Kensington Palace, this is the best thing you can do to distract us. This is the best thing you can do. He's faking having cancer. How are you going to prove this, idiots? How? Who? Why? You guys are saying that we are breaching privacy, not because we want to see Kate's medical chart, not because we even really care why she was in the hospital, but just because, and by us, I mean the US and the whole world collectively, want to know where is this woman that we have not seen for over 60 days. And when you finally do say we have a sighting, it's someone and Carol Middleton. It looks like it's been filtered, Facetune. It might be Pippa. At the very least, releasing that caused more questions than it started. Okay? More questions than started. And the solution you have is to go out and say to King Charles, who was in the hospital, who has not been looking well, who has been going to doctor's treatments, that he's faking it. Now, I don't want to say anything. Well, what am I saying? That's my job. I am going to say something. Can I just say this? And this is important to say. When Harry and Meghan were up on the field and Kate and William look like they're divorcing. So when William, because he's the king, was running Kensington Palace, one of the funny things is they always projected. If it looked like Harry and Meghan were living separate lives, you didn't see William and Kate together for like a fortnight. If it looked like they were, if William and Kate were arguing, oh, Harry and Meghan are growing distance. When they said Harry and Meghan are leading increasingly separate lives, meanwhile, they're chilling and William and Kate aren't even doing joint royal engagements. If they're accusing Charles of faking having cancer, never mind that makes them look like dumb monsters, because dumb, you can't prove whether he's faking or not. Monsters, because who accuses someone who says they have cancer that they're faking? Some things you just have to believe. If Kate comes out and says, I have cancer, we just have to believe her. Who's going to question that, right? Who can actually in civilized society honestly question it without looking like the biggest a-hole in the world? But when you get back into this projection thing, it makes me wonder, right? What are they projecting? Is Kate faking her illness? No. I believe there's something going on with Kate, because why haven't we seen her? But I remember when this first started, before the BBL jokes, right? When this first started, there were a lot of people saying that Kate and William just decided they were just going to call out for 6 months. Because Charles and Camilla were trying to push them around, and they decided to show them who's boss. And they said, we're just not working. And when they said that's impossible, that's when they're like, yeah, the Princess of Wales is very sick. It's abdominal surgery. She'll be back soon. That they literally faked Kate's illness. Maybe she did go under the knife for a little cosmetic surgery. You know how she likes to death becomes or nip tuck. Maybe she just didn't feel like working. But there were rumors going around. Again, this was speculation. Nothing's been proven, right? That Kate just decided one day she didn't want to work. And the Williams said, bet I'm not working either. And all this stuff was basically, you know how like when not 2-year-olds, but like when 10-year-olds pretend that they're sick so they can stay home from school, but they do too much of a good job. And before you know it, they're sitting in the ER with their parents because they've convinced their parents they have bubonic plague. They literally said that this was a temper tantrum or a prank gone too far. Now, again, I believe that things are a little bit more like nefarious. So that's like a little bit different. But I will say from this, something's definitely going on. Something is really amok. And Kensington Palace have now completely destroyed all credibility by pushing this disgusting, vulgar, dumb, stupid narrative. But at the end of a day, right? At the end of the day, this just shows they're vulgar. They are vulgar. Again, why would Charles and Camilla do this? I know they're capable of everything, but how are you going to prove it? You just look like vulgar idiots. Duchess Karma on Twitter said, I personally still think Charles has cancer and Carol Malone, that's the person that said it. I played you the clip earlier. Carol Malone is just baiting them for more info because the invisible contract is shattering. But if he didn't, that would explain why Harry left so quickly. Also, I don't believe her because this has Kensington Palace and Carol Middleton's fingerprints all over it. They're desperate to shift the conspiracy theories to Charles's lap and Buckingham Palace lap, but this isn't it. Just to make sure, right? They said there was a strange exchange. That strange exchange. It went. He hasn't got cancer. I can't say what it is, but I know. How the f would you know? Because here's the thing. I understand the royal road or knowing where Kate is and what's wrong with her. Maybe, but how did you get access to the king's medical records? Not just gossip, not where you're at. How did you get access to the king's medical records? Kate and William don't even have access to the king's records. Camilla doesn't even have access to the king's medical records. Since the royal family and monarchy has a history and lying and covering up, hold on, let's just read this tweet. Glow Lee said, since the royal family and the monarchy has a history of lying and cover-ups, it's not unfair to question what they tell us, right? I get that, and you can question, but once somebody, here's the thing with Kate and Will, they just don't actually get it. We are wondering where Kate is. As soon as we actually see her in an official capacity that actually looks like her, most people will be like, okay, I guess she really is sick, or I guess she's chilling. The reason that she didn't even show her face, that's what has everybody being like, what is going on? There's black eyes. There's people deleting themselves. There's all this crazy mess happening over there on Saltine Island. And we're just asking for proof of life for Kate. And then they trot out some fake Kate lookalike that the palace never confirmed was Kate Middleton. They're just letting the tabloids go on with the narrative, you know? Again, Claudius on Twitter said, what Carol Malone is doing is dangerous and wrong. I don't care what differences one has with Charles. Spreading lies about the man's cancer diagnosis is wrong on so many levels. He wouldn't lie about having cancer, but even if he did, you can't prove it. That's a serious disease, and it's not to be played with. Carol Malone, and if you can believe the rumors that Kensington Palace sent her out there, is a bad person. Okay? Again, he says, I hardly doubt the man would lie about having cancer. Now, the lack of acknowledgement of what kind of cancer he's been diagnosed with can lead to speculation. But we do now know that he has cancer. Carol Malone should be ashamed for what he said. Again, they're trying to move the ball. Nobody cares what type of cancer Charles has. Nobody, he's told us enough. He's told us enough. William and Kate have told us nothing. They are heads of state. William's being seen. Kate hasn't even been seen. Nobody knows anything about her. Weird things are happening. There's a civil war with Carol Middleton doing all this stuff. You guys, enough of this mess. Where the F is Kate? And the fact that these amateur hour clown show bozos from Kensington Palace is questioning a cancer diagnosis to start conspiracy theories about where Kate is, baby, wrong road, wrong road. Didn't I tell you William would be the one to take down the monarchy, baby? Now that the queen is gone, all hell has broke loose, and baby, it is ravaging the palace. And I love that for them. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. And yes, I will be going live today to have a special live about royals. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.